Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this awesome 1/6 scale Zoltar machine. It's a little replica of Zoltar. So Zoltar, of course, was the famous fortune-telling machine that was made famous by Tom Hanks in the movie Big. If you've seen the movie Big, you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's this cool fortune-telling machine. Now this is an exact replica of the original. Here's some details of it. It's 12.5 inches tall, so it has all the functions of an actual Zoltar. It's absolutely fantastic how they were able to do this. And I'll zoom in on this, and you can just kind of freeze frame this or pause it to read all the features. But it has the ability to talk. The eyes move, the mouth moves, the hand moves. It actually gives fortunes, and it has all 16 different sound effects that the original Zoltar machines makes. And I think it has all 55 fortunes as well. All right, let's open this up and check it out. All right, so let's go ahead and open this. Now, this has been on pre-order for a year and a half. It took forever to get these. There was some kind of a delay because of some circuit board problems or something like that. So this comes from a company called WaveToys, and you've seen me do a video before about this company because they make replica game consoles, which is awesome. All right, let's take a look at this. All right. Oh man, I've been waiting forever for these things to come out. Ooh, okay. Oh wow. All right, so let me see what this is. Okay, so we have the USB-C recharger because this is a rechargeable battery. Oh, this is that fake plug. If you saw my Berserk machine review, it has the same thing. Looks like some instructions here. Oh, this is cool. Now, this Zoltar machine actually does give fortunes, and they give you an extra spool of these, and I think you can order more of these also if you run out. Oh, wow, there it is. Oh, wow. Oh, this is cool. Let's see if I can get it out of here. These things are handmade, and wow, you know what? Let me see if I let me see if I can get it out of here. All right, so here it is outside of the box. Oh man, this is awesome. I really love the way this looks. The ornate details. I'll get a close-up so you can see everything in here. So I should mention that when I said that this is based on the original Zoltar, I'm not talking about the movie. The one in the movie was actually a prop. It was just a prop that was made for that movie specifically. Characters Unlimited started taking the Zoltar name and making their own Zoltar machines. So the one in the movie is slightly different because in that one, if you'll remember, Tom Hanks' character had to shoot the quarter down into Zoltar's mouth. That's not how these work. These are based on the kind that you see everywhere. I've seen these Zoltar machines at amusement parks. Sometimes I'm in a small town somewhere and they have them like along the street, like an old Western town or something. And they have these out there and it's just kind of fun. But yeah, so that's what this is based on. Okay, well, let me show you some cool close-ups of this thing. All right, so let's go and start with Zoltar himself. So this is really cool. It looks just like him, just like you see him in those machines. The detail that was put into this is really quite phenomenal. So Zoltar himself, I mean, you can see, I'm guessing it's kind of like felt and like little kind of hair that they put on for his mustache and his beard. It's like, it's not just drawn on or painted on. His turban, as you can see, is actually cloth. It's really cloth, and there's jewels on his turban. Those are actually jewels in there. It looks like a little feather up there. His eyes will turn from side to side. When he talks, his mouth will move, just like the original. That's a real gold chain on there, and it's glued, I think, right down here to make sure it doesn't fall off of his neck. But it is kind of loose. You can kind of like move it around. His vest is cloth. His shirt is cloth. Looks really good. He's even got the ring on his. See if I can focus on that. He's got the ring on his hand, and there's a jewel in there. It's like a real little jewel on it. There's the crystal ball that's going to light up. It's got kind of different colored lighting in there. There is the tarot cards, the coins. Over here we got the Aladdin's lamp. That's really cool. I never noticed that detail in the pictures of it. I'm not sure what that thing is, but I don't know what this is. Some kind of a red thing. Oh, you know what? I bet that's probably one of those incense holders. See those things where people light an incense? It's like in stick form. I'm guessing that's what that is. I'm not really sure. So here you can see it says Zoltar Speaks. You got curtains in the background, and those are real cloth curtains. The lamps in the back will light up like it does on the real Zoltar, and you got this nice fringe along the edge. Sorry for the reflections here. The nice little fringe. There's really ornate design on the side. You got this gold and black going, and it's all over the cabinet. Now, on the other games, the cabinets are made of wood. This is all plastic, but I think I can understand why they went with plastic for this, just because this would have been hard to do in wood, I would imagine. I mean, here you can kind of see how big it is. It's a pretty cool sized piece. There's the coin slot, and you can actually drop the coins in there. And the coins are actually metal. You get, here's what they look like. They're little coins. There's about 8 of them. I think they're metal, just like the Berserk machine that I did a video on. The only problem with these is that they are really small and you're gonna lose them. That's the only thing I don't like about those. But when you drop the coins in, it will actually activate Zoltar. But if you don't want to mess with all of that, they have an activation button right here, which is cool. There's a sensor on the front right here, and that is for the attention getting mode. When you walk in front of a Zoltar machine, he'll say something like, hey, let me give you a fortune for today, or something like that. He'll say something like that because he's trying to get customers to come by and drop some money in the machine. And so this Zoltar does that. He has the same feature. This is where the tickets come out. And let's see, it says pull to set. So these will actually, see where it says stop. So it says to stop right. I'm guessing that's where the perforation is. Oh, I'm sorry, a little off camera there. I think you can tear this off. Right? So that's just to kind of get things started. That's what the back of it looks like. It's like the real Zoltar cards. Is that cool or what? So we'll check that out. Now on the side here, this is where you can load the tickets, the fortunes. So the way this works is this is just kind of the spool or spindle. The actual tickets are on a spool like this, and you can see how it's the same. See the little screw hole right there is the screw hole right here. So this just kind of holds it in place. So you take these screws out and then take the old spool out, put the new one in. You feed the tickets through there, and you got to make sure they're centered. And then from there, you're ready to go, and you put the cover back on. Now, the thing that's cool about this is, of course, you can have the fortunes come out and you can just tear them off and keep them. But if you don't want to keep going through spools of these fortunes, I mean, if you use it a lot, what you can do is there's this little lever right here. See this? And I don't know if you push it down or up, but you do one or the other, and then you take a screwdriver and turn it counterclockwise, and it'll bring the tickets back in. So that way you're not just wasting tickets. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad they did that. So that if you don't want to keep having to buy tickets all the time, you can just reuse the ones. But the only thing is you can't tear them off. But it's a nice little option, so in case you don't want to have to keep buying them. I need to find out where to go to get these extra tickets. I'm guessing it's New WaveToys to buy the replacements. So here's the back. And here's the speaker right there. Now this is a little coin box. So let me take this out. It's a little drawer. So when you drop the coins in the front, they find their way back here into this little drawer, and that's where they get stored. I think there's a little, let me see if you can even see it. I think, see that little slot in there? I think that's where they drop down into it. I think it's how it works. I haven't even tried this yet, so. But it's very cool that they give you this nice little compartment to hold the coins so you don't lose them. Down here is where you charge them. That light turns red when it's charging, green when he's fully charged. It's blue when you turn on the power, and it blinks blue when it's running low on power. You are going to have to provide your own power block, but they do give you the cable. That is where the faux cord comes in. The Berserk machine that I did a review on is the same thing. So this is it right here. It's like a little fake plug-in. So you can take this end of it and plug it into here like this. It's just for looks. I mean, it doesn't really serve any purpose. I guess you could reenact in the movie where it wasn't even plugged in and it was working. So you could do something like that. And then let's see, what else do we got here? That is the volume. So you got a little knob to control the volume. I think that's really good that they provide that. Here's the power button. And then these are the choices. You can have it off or you can have it on IR. IR is the sensor that I showed you on the front. so that when you wave your hand in front of it, he tries to get, he'll say something. And then the ATT is for attention mode. The attention mode is where if you turn it on there, he'll say something every 5 minutes. Like I think a real Zoltar machine does that as well. Not sure why you'd really use that, because you don't want to leave this on just to have him say something every 5 minutes. So I don't think a lot of people will be using that feature, but it's still pretty cool that they did it. All right, well, let me start this up and we can see what he does. All right, so let me turn on the power back here. Turn the lights down a little bit so we can appreciate the lighting. All right, so now you can see that there is, in fact, a blue light that shows you that the power is on. All right, so now let's see if we can take a look at him. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to turn it to the mode. Let's check that out first, where he kind of when you wave your hand in front. So let's move that to the middle mode. Boy, it's not the easiest thing to get in there with your fingernail. It's really deep. Okay, there we go. All right, so.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
I'm not sure that's loud enough. Let me turn him up.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
Oh, wow, look at that. Look at all the movement on his face. Let me move my hand in front.
What are you waiting for? Come on over. For a small fee, Zoltar will give you a wealth of wisdom.
Haha, that's cool. Let me move the microphone a little bit closer. Okay, so hopefully it's not too loud.
Your fortune is mine for the telling, and yours for the hearing. Come let Zoltar tell you more.
That is cool. I mean, his head is completely animated.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Okay. I'm not sure how many of those ones they have. Let me do one more.
I am Zoltar, the great gypsy, and I can see your fortune. Come see it too, no?
No? I love that. That is awesome. All right, so I turned it to the off position so we can try it without having the sensor going off. Now here's one of these coins, these super tiny coins. I'm going to drop it in here. Oops, boy, these things are really tiny. Let me try this again. And it should give him a fortune here.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
Oh, and there's the ticket. Oh, that's so cool. So I think you have to make sure that these are lined up properly so you can tear them off. I'll go and tear this one off and we'll see what it says. You may have to pull it out just a little bit to line up the teeth of the cutter on the front. And then you can tear it off like this. There we go. Well, maybe. Oh, man. All right. So there's that. Oh, my gosh. Wow. That is... I'm not sure I can even read that. Am I even focused on it? I'm not sure I can even focus on that. It's just really super tiny. Let me see. Well, you might be able to read it. Wow, that is really tiny. It's got that cool little drawing on there. And I think there's 55 different fortunes on there, so you can read that. Probably has lucky numbers or something else on there. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's try this again. All right, so let's try it with the coin again, and then after that, I'm just going to use the button because it'll be a lot easier because these coins are so teeny.
Zoltar the Gypsy at your service. Today is your lucky day, my friend, for I have a fortune especially for you. Listen closely. Sometimes you can tell a wise person not only by what he says, but also by what he doesn't say. Remember, it is much better to say little than to say too much and regret it later. Give Zoltar your treasure. I have much wisdom to share with you.
There we go. There's another fortune. Ah, he's got words of wisdom, doesn't he? Okay, let's try this again. I want to show you the side of his head because look at what's going on. I'll have to turn up the lights actually. Here, let me turn these up. Look at the intricate mechanism that's going on right there. The fact that his mouth and eyes move is one thing, but his head moves as well. So let me go and push this button and we can see how that works.
Zoltar is here to give you the wisdom of the ancients. Do with it what you will. Destiny is not a matter of chance, it is a matter of choice. It is not a thing to be waited for, it is a thing to be achieved. Create your destiny wisely, my friend, and surrender a bit more wealth for more instruction from Zoltar.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I am so impressed with this. This is absolutely awesome. Man, New Wave Toys, you guys really outdid yourselves with this. This is really cool. I mean, I liked their video game cabinets and stuff. That's really cool. Berserk, I showed you that video like I mentioned before. But this goes well beyond that because this is a very technical thing. I bet this took a lot of engineering to come up with this. Now, I'm sure Characters Unlimited helped them design this because Characters Unlimited, as I mentioned, builds the actual Zoltar machines and they're handmade and it uses old school technology. I'm sure this is probably a little bit more modern stuff going on, but it works the same, with the movements, the same voice. It's nice that they gave them permission to use the original voice tracks and everything else like that. This is cool. Okay, I got to do it again because this is just it's just too fun.
Pay attention now. Zoltar has a word of wisdom for you this day. He who laughs last thinks slowest. Stay alert, my friend, and laugh heartily and quickly. For a small fee, Zoltar will tell you more of his secrets, and wisdom is priceless.
Wow, I am so impressed with this. I mean, this is just awesome. I think anybody else that would have tried to make one of these would have just simply either had the mouth move and that was it. They went way further with this, with the eye movement, the head movement, the arm moving. I tried to show you the crystal ball here kind of changes color. Oh man, I love it. Okay, one more time. One more time. I got to do it again.
I am Zoltar at your service. Listen closely to my instructions now. Hard work pays off over time, but laziness, it pays off right now. Heed my advice, young one. Relax and enjoy yourself today. You deserve it. And come back to gain more timeless truths from Zoltar, the wise gypsy.
Oh man. Oh God, I love this. This is so worth it. It was so worth the wait. Wow, so amazing. Now, as perfect as this is, my only gripe, the only gripe I have is that it uses a rechargeable battery. I do wish they would have made it so you just plug it into the wall. That would have been a lot better, or even just standard batteries, because I'm not really a fan of these rechargeable batteries on certain things like this. And it takes a long time to charge. I don't know how full the battery was when I got it, but I went ahead and charged it right when I took it out of the box. And I think it was plugged in for a couple of hours. So I'm guessing if it's low, it may take maybe 4 hours to charge. I don't know, and that's kind of a pain. So I do wish they would have made it so you could just plug it in to the wall. I think that would have been kind of cool, especially because it probably uses up a lot of battery power with all those mechanics and stuff in there. And I think I saw a podcast or something with the guy that's in charge of New Wave Toys, and I think he said that the battery also, if it's only down to about a half the power, it's not going to work right. So that's another drawback to it. So you're going to have to make sure it's at least halfway charged or full, somewhere in that area. So that's the only beef I have with it. Other than that, this thing is sheer perfection. I absolutely love it. So thank you to New Wave Toys for coming out with this thing. I hope they do more stuff like this and kind of, I appreciate the video games. Those are great. But if they can do more stuff like this, and then Characters Unlimited, I think they're based in Boulder, Colorado. They make all these. There's a channel called Days with Jordan the Lion. I've subscribed to him for a long, long time. He and another guy named Scott Michaels that does the Dearly Departed channel. I subscribe to both of them. They visited the Zoltar factory, and you got to check it out. It's cool. It's like this little shop that they just build all these things. They're like, they mold the heads, they mold the hands. They can make specialty Zoltars. They can make one that's got an alien inside, or a celebrity, or whatever you want. They can even make a mold of your face, or send in a picture, and they can make one based on you. It's really cool. And old school technology. And they said they've got Zoltar machines all over the country. And some of them have been out there for, decades, and they're still working. And it's amazing. It's really cool. So thank you to Characters Unlimited for giving the permission for New Wave Toys to make these. But oh man, I really love these a lot. So if you want one of these, I'll put a link in the description to New Wave Toys. You can order them. They sell for $150. I think when they first came out for pre-orders, they were only at like 100. And so some people got them cheaper for the pre-orders, but now they're 150. But that's fine. Hey, it's worth it to me. I'm perfectly happy about that. They are currently sold out right now, which doesn't surprise me. These things are going to be hot sellers for a long time for New Wave Toys. I mean, they are. These are just so cool. But you can also go to Sideshow Collectibles. I think they're also taking orders for these. I have another one on order through Sideshow, and they haven't started shipping theirs out yet. So if you want to get on the list, try to get on there to buy one. So this is not a paid promotion video or anything like that. I'm not getting paid to do this video. I just find these things, I love it, and I want to share it with all of you that have the same interests. So I'll put a link to both Sideshow and New Wave Toys so that you can try to get your hands on one of these if you want them. They're really cool. Okay, let me do it one more time. All right, here we go.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Ah, yes, it looks like today must be your lucky day, for I see relaxation in your future. Have no worries about your troubles, my friend. Zoltar has wisdom enough to conquer them all. Surrender to me your treasure, and let me tell you more.
I love it. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I always appreciate all of you watching my videos. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you like this sort of thing. And I will see you on the next video. So thanks again and have a good one.